Hello and welcome to my League 2 Game Week 34 predictions. If you do like the League 2 predictions, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Last 12 game weeks of the season now we are entering. So yeah, let me know who you think will get playoffs, who's going down, who's getting to the top 3. And all of that good stuff. So, yeah, let's just jump straight to my Game Week 34 League 2 predictions. Jumping straight in then, and with the half-12 kickoffs, and up first is Fleetwood taking on Barrow, of course, at Highbury. Fleetwood did beat Crewe in the week, obviously, with a good 1-0 away win. Barrow did lose at home to Harrogate, a bit of a surprising loss, that one, for Dino Mamuria's side. That's a new name in League 2. 6 wins for Fleetwood, 2 draws, 2 wins for Barrow. Fleetwood did win this fixture by a goal to nil earlier in the season at Barrow. 0-0 draw between the sides last time to play at Fleetwood. Fleetwood have scored 6 in their last 5. Elliot Bonds has created the most big chances for Fleetwood, real star player for them. 4 in the last 5 for Barrow. Tom Barkhusen has created the most chances for Barrow, ex-Preston man, of course. Yeah, I think I'm going to back Fleetwood to win this at home. Got a good win away at Crewe, didn't they? I think they'll continue that here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 home Fleetwood win in this one over Barrow here. Into the other 12:30 kickoff then at the County Ground as Swindon Town take on Crewe Alexandra. Swindon 4 wins out of their last 5. They're looking pretty good. Apart from that defeat away at Shrewsbury, of course, Crewe losing the other night to Fleetwood wasn't particularly good. From them, 3 wins out of their last 5 games for Crewe, beating all them teams by a goal to nil over Colchester, Crawley and Gillingham respectively. Head-to-heads look like this 3-0 away win for Swindon against Crewe earlier in the season. Last time to play at Swindon was a 0-0 draw. 12 wins for Swindon, 5 draws, 9 wins for Crewe in this one. I'm going to back Swindon to win this. I think they will continue their winning run. I think it'll be tighter than people expect. I'm going to go for a 2-1 home Swindon win in this one over Crewe Alexandra here. Into the 3 o'clock as we go, and we kick things off with Accrington taking on Shrewsbury at the Wham, of course. 4 wins out of the last 5 in all competitions for Accrington. I think they have. No, they haven't beat all in the league because they did lose to Tranmere. No, this thing's wrong. They lost to Grimsby, sorry, in their only loss in their last 5. They did beat Tranmere the other night. 3 wins on the bounce for Shrewsbury, beating Barrow, Swindon and Notts County. 3 wins on the trot. Accrington scored 9 in their last 5. They haven't lost to Shrewsbury in 4 meetings, won 4, drawn 4. Shrewsbury also scored 6 in their last 5. Table looks like this. It's 13th versus 19th. Earlier in the season was a 0-0 draw between the sides. 5 wins for Accrington, 6 draws, 9 wins? No, not 9 wins. 6 wins for the Shrews on this one. 0-0 draw earlier in the season. I think every head-to-head I've said that's been has included a 0-0 draw in the past season, so this could be a fun weekend, League 2 fans. Accrington did with this fixture by a goal to nil last time they did play in League 1, which was in 2023. Accrington will win this. Shrewsbury's bubble's going to burst here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Accrington home win in this one. I think they might get the second late on in the day and maybe push towards those playoff places. So, yeah, Accrington to burst Shrewsbury's bubble and win by 2 goals to nil here. Bristol Rovers versus Grimsby then. Steve Evans' side out the relegation zone now, but they still are 2 points off it and they're still very much in danger of going down. This one takes place at the Memorial Stadium. 3 losses on the trot for Bristol Rovers. They lost at home to Chesterfield, away at Cambridge and away at Oldham in there as well. Grimsby's only loss in the last 5 did come at home to Wolves on the mud bath, of course, at Blundell Park. This one won't be taking place at Blundell Park, so it might be an actual game of football instead of a bouncing ball competition. 1-0 away went for Bristol Rovers over Grimsby on the 30th of August earlier in the season. 2 wins for Bristol Rovers, 2 draws, and 0 wins for Grimsby on the head-to-head. Bristol Rovers lost their last 3, as I've said. Scored 8 in their last 5, though. They've won the 3 previous games against Grimsby, have Bristol Rovers. Yeah, Charles Vernon, most shots on target per match for Grimsby. I think he's been one of the players of the season so far. I'm going to back Grimsby to get a nice away win in this one. I'm going to go for a 3-1 away Grimsby win. I think this will be quite a comfortable win for the Mariners in this one. And yeah, they'll beat the beat Bristol Rovers in this one by 3-1. So yeah, the Mariners to beat the Gas by 3-1. Cheltenham, Salford now at the charge points. Both sides struggling a bit lately. Salford losing at home to Newport by 3-1. Not sure what went on there. 2 draws on the trot for Cheltenham, drawing away at Barnet, drawing away at Bromley in there as well. 7th sits Salford, 18th sits Cheltenham at the moment. Cheltenham have scored 4 in their last 5. Haven't won a match in 7 though, which is a bit of a problem for Steve Cottrell's side. Salford have also lost their last 3 as well in all competitions. They've only scored 3 in their last 5. Luke Garbutt's created the most chances. Remember when he was back at Everton. 1-1 draw earlier in the season. Cheltenham did win this fixture last season by 2-1 at Cheltenham. 4 wins for Cheltenham, 2 draws, 2 wins for Salford. Salford on a bit of a downward trajectory. I'm going to back a draw in this one. I'm going to sit on the fence. I'll go back a 1-1 draw here between Cheltenham and Salford in this one, as I don't really see a lot separating these two, and they're both quite on poor form. Colchester versus Barnet then at the Job Serve, as Colchester only 1 win in their last 5 came against Shrewsbury. They did draw midweek away at Cambridge. Decent point for them in that one, has to be said, with the run Cambridge United are on at the moment. Barnet did lose at home to Swindon, not particularly great in there. Barnet beat Walsall recently. That's their only win in their last 5. 11th versus 12th, a bit of a mid-table clash, but if one of these sides did win this, wouldn't be surprised if they went on to go and push for those playoff places. Colchester only scored 3 in the last 5. Barnet scored 5 in their last 5. Yeah, there's problems left, right and centre at the moment for these two. Well, no, not problems. They just need to string a bit of a run to make their season actually worth something. 1-1 draw earlier in the season. Last time they played at Colchester was a 1-0 away win for Barnet. Yeah, difficult one to call. Barnet's away form's quite good. Colchester like making a gritty time of it. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one just because Colchester are at home. Barnet's decent away form. I am going to back a 1-1 draw here between Colchester and Barnet. Crawley versus Chesterfield. Now then at the Broadfield. Crawley do need to find a win. Decent point away at MK Dons last night, which was a 0-0 draw for them. Chesterfield did beat Gillingham in that one by a goal to 0 in the week. Also, Chesterfield doing okay for themselves, back inside that top 7 now, aren't they, with their decent little run of form they put together. 2-2 draw earlier in the season between Chesterfield and Crawley. Last time they played at Crawley was a 2-0 win for Chesterfield, but that was all the way back in 2017. 1 win for Crawley, 2 draws, 2 wins for Chesterfield. 6th versus 21st at the moment in the table. Crawley have only scored 2 in the last 5. They haven't scored in the last 4 either. Chesterfield scored 8 in their last 5. They've also conceded the most penalties. Crawley have to score here, but I think Chesterfield are going to have too much quality. I'm going to go for a 2-1 away Chesterfield win for Paul Cook's men in this one. I think it'd be quite a comfortable win over Scott Lindsay's Crawley in this one. And yeah, Chesterfield to get a nice win on the road here. Gillingham versus Oldham now then at Priestfields, and Gillingham really need to find a win. I know they did beat Tranmere recently, but then they've lost back-to-back games away at Crewe and at Chesterfield. They're at home this time, taking on an Oldham side that aren't particularly great away. Most of their points do come at home. 14th versus 16th in the table. Gillingham have scored 3 in their last 5. Oldham scored 5 in their last 5. They haven't scored in their last 2 matches, have Gillingham, and they've been awarded the most penalties this season. Yeah, I think earlier in the season, Gillingham did win this by a 1-0. Last time they played at Gillingham was a 0-0 draw in 2017. 2 wins for Gillingham, 4 draws, 5 wins for Oldham Athletic. They play it once again this time around. Gillingham do have the home advantage in this one. Yeah, Oldham not particularly great away. I'm going to back Gareth Ainsworth's side to win this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 home Gillingham win in this game to beat Oldham quite comfortably. Not quite comfortably, probably quite a scrappy game as both sides struggled to score a few goals. Oldham especially away from home anyway. So yeah, 1-0 to Gillingham here. Harrogate versus Bromley now then. Harrogate need to start winning. They got that in the week away at Barrow, unbeaten in their last 3 games actually. Bromley did draw back-to-back games to drop some points in the week against Cheltenham Royal the other night. Sorry, first against 23rd in the table. 2-0 for Bromley over Harrogate on this one on the 30th of August. 1 win for Harrogate, 3 draws, and 3 wins for Bromley. Bromley did beat Harrogate by 2-0 early in the season. And last time they played at Harrogate was also a 2-0 away win for Bromley on that one. They've also played in the National League a number of times, and it's been a Harrogate win and a draw in there. Yeah, Bromley sit top of the table at the moment, starting to maybe bottle it, maybe doing an Arsenal, not doing what they did last night. They were away at Wolves. God, that was terrible. Exercise Stadium takes place this one. I think I'm just narrowly gonna back Bromley in this one. Well, actually, no. I think it'd be quite a comfortable away win for Bromley here. I'm going to go for another 2-0 from what it was last season. I'm going to go for a 2-0 away Bromley win against Harrogate in this one. And, yeah, Simon Weaver's side still struggling a little bit. But, yeah, I think Bromley to win this by 2-0. Newport versus Cambridge, and Newport winning again last night by 3-1 over Salford City, showing some fight in there as well. Brilliant win for them under Christian Fuchs. They'll be in 24th, but there's still only 3 points. The relegation race could be getting exciting in League Two. It's about time we had a good relegation race in League Two. Its last couple of years haven't been particularly great, have they? 2-0 win for Cambridge over Newport earlier in the season. Cambridge did win this last time out in 2021 back at Newport as well. 9 wins for Newport, 5 draws, 10 wins for Cambridge United. On this one, third sit Cambridge, bottom sit Newport, as we've said. Scored 3 in their last 5 to Newport, 11 in their last 5 for Cambridge. Cambridge have won the 3 previous games against Newport County as well, and James Brophy has created the most chances in the competition with 16, or big chances, I should say. Yeah, Cambridge will win this. I think it'd be quite comfortable away win in this one. We go for another 2-0 away victory in this one. I think this one will be for Cambridge, though. So, yeah, Cambridge to beat Newport by 2-0 quite convincingly here, it has to be said. Final one on Saturday, then, as Notts County take on Tranmere. Notts County will be looking to bounce back from that defeat away at the Crowd Meadow, of course, in midweek. Tranmere did lose at home to Accrington, bit of a disappointing defeat for them. 9-man Accrington as well. They did beat Crawley before that, but they'll be looking to respond. Notts County need to respond from the weekend's games. Yeah, head-to-heads look like this. Notts County did beat Tranmere by 2-1 earlier in the season on the 30th of August. 22nd of February last time did play at Notts County was a 2-1 win at Meadow Lane. 7 wins for Notts County, 3 draws, 5 wins for Tranmere on this one. Tranmere scored 3 in the last 5. Notts County scored 6 in the last 5. Notts County have won the previous 2 games against Tranmere Rovers, and they're also ranked 3rd at home this season. Notts County very good at home, but these are the kind of teams they struggle against. I think they've struggled against Harrogate in the past, and Accrington as well. So, yeah, I'm actually going to back a draw in this one, make them of a bit of a surprise. But, yeah, I think just because Notts County seem to struggle against the lower down teams at home, that's why I'm backing a 1-1 draw. Happily to be proven wrong, though, and they win this quite comfortably. But, yeah, I only can see a 1-1 draw here. Into Monday night's fixture, and what a game it is as Walsall take on MK Dons. Probably the game of the round. Walsall picking up a draw last night, didn't they, against Grimsby Town, but with a 2-2 scoreline. MK Dons dropping 2 points at Stadium at MK, losing it. Well, not losing, probably did feel like a loss, though. A 0-0 draw with Crawley, 4th versus 9th in the table. 1-0 away win for Walsall on the 30th of August early in the season. Last time to play at Walsall was a 4-2 home win for them. Walsall have beaten MK Dons the last 2 occasions. 7 wins for Walsall, 5 draws, 8 wins for MK Dons. Scored 5 in their last 5. Walsall haven't won in 6, though. MK Dons haven't lost in 7, so ranked 3rd away from home this season. Have scored 7 goals in the last 5 matches as well, which probably leans me towards a Walsall win because it's League 2 at the end of the day. I'm going to bet Walsall to win this by 2-1 over MK Dons in this one, just because it's League 2 and just because of the form book says so. So yeah, Walsall to beat MK Dons by 2-1 here. Thank you very much for watching my League 2 Game Week 34 predictions. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And I'll speak to you all on the next one, which will be League 1 predictions. I'll probably do a double upload tomorrow of League 1 and Premier League. So don't forget to stay tuned for that. And I'll speak to you all on the next one.